What up? Late start to the vlog today. I low-key been trapped in a house, like just working. I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm working on this new website, and it's really just been keeping me like locked into my computer, and I just haven't felt like that was interesting. But tonight, I was finally able to get out. Just took a break. My head's hurting. I took some aspirin. It's just all bad. I'm about to hit the Jeremy house really quickly, but gotta grab an energy drink first. Hopefully they don't have a problem with recording here. Alright, that was a no-go. They didn't even have what I wanted, like refrigerated, so wasn't paying $125 for a hot kickstart. But yeah, anyway, I'm about to go to Jeremy house. Desmond wanted to record a video for his channel. He wants to like get together and compare why we're buying, or just kind of like tell our story on what drone we rather buy, the GoPro or the DJI Mavic. I don't think me and Jeremy are getting drones, but Desmond is. I really think he wants to just get together because he can't decide which one to get, and he wants to use our debate as his deciding factor. So about to go do that. So I'm definitely early to the party. Looking a little jealous. Desmond and Jeremy, they went to Slow Row and they both have bikes, and I drove here. So of course I'm early and I wasn't able to attend like the event to be at downtown. I'm sure their vlog is like way more lit than mine just for this reason. But I guess I'll sit here and wait. And wait and wait and wait. So I finally made it into Jeremy house. It took him like an hour to get here. I did like 2 blog posts, like a couple preset packs. It took a long time. What up? You look tired, man. Yeah, Desmond here.
Am I really though?
He rolled us some boots. I'm about to just clown this.
Dude, it's not snowing yet, man.
No, man. It's supposed to be like what are you talking about?
That's not cold.
What is that? You paid way too much money for that.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, that's dope. There we go.
That was too much. We turn it to the side? Oh, I'm trying to autofocus.
You doing whatever you want.
I'm like, damn, this is terrible.
How would you do that?
Is it not autofocus?
Nah, I turned it off.
Why did you do that? Ready, bro? 1, 2. You look nervous, bro.
I look nervous.
Alright. You look ugly. 1, 2. You ugly motherfucker.
I killed that shoot. He was killing it.
There's so many fucking things that's
I don't have no film. I got some more though. But like, why this ain't lit up? Like, even though I got it on this setting.
It don't light them on though, yeah. The one I just got. The old one's lit.
Oh shit. I'm about to back up.
Oh, you cannot stick here for that long.
Hold on. You ready? 1, 2.
It's lit.
I did it.
Oh,
I got ready.
that was hyper. Blood rush. Alright guys, so just got back home from Jeremy's, and today was kind of a fun day. A little bit different than what I thought it was going to be. Again, Desmond kind of had us go over there and film this video. And like I said, it was just to decide which drone he, would ultimately get. And he ended up deciding getting the DJI Mavic. Anyway, I know tonight's vlog was like kind of short, and yeah, I always feel bad when I don't have like street photography or any kind of point of view for you guys. But I did want to end the night with vlog talk. So we haven't had vlog talk in so long, and I just kind of miss those moments where I can kind of sit down and talk to you guys and vent. So yeah, excited to bring that back. Tonight I just want to talk about something that happened a few vlogs ago. I kind of went on this like mini rant about my current like unhappiness with the channel. I was talking about engagement and just how like I just wasn't excited where the channel was at. You guys gave me like a lot of feedback, some negative and some positive. A few of you said like my channel was like the vlogs were too long. Others said they were too short. And that different feedback from each person made me realize one thing, and it's just like my audience is my audience, I'm realizing that I'm not going to appeal to everybody, and I think when you when you start something like this, that's ideally what you want. And I have to remind myself, like, I've been through this before. As many of you know, I started a blog, 2 years ago, and like it really started off really slowly. And I was always upset, like, on my friends and my family, or people that knew me, like, didn't read the blog. And it took me a long time to realize, like, they probably just don't care about street photography, and some of them just photography, period. And it's going to be the same thing with this channel. Like, I'm trying to cater to a small niche of people and a small, subgenre in photography. And it may not appeal to my friends nearby, or to people who already subscribe to the channel, or my family. And yeah, that realization really helped me a lot, because like people would be like, yo man, like the intro of the vlog was boring, or it wasn't exciting, and I'd be like, oh, I gotta make it exciting next time. But I'm not a super, like, street photography isn't exciting. It's not like, yeah, rah, rah. That's not how it is. It's kind of like a very stealth art. It takes a lot of patience. And, I need to cater my content more around that, more around tips and my own personal, like, idiosyncrasies in terms of street photography. So, yeah, that really helped me a lot. So I appreciate all you guys' feedback, because it just made me realize, like, I'm not going to make everybody happy. Everyone has their own, like, everyone enjoys a certain content, and I'm not going to appeal to all people. Another thing I want to talk about was a certain individual. He commented, like, well, why are you doing this? Because I was saying that I wasn't happy with the state of my channel and how many followers I had. And he was just like, if it's, just about the followers, you're doing it for the wrong reason. Or why don't you, explain to us what you think great is? And, if it's monetary gain, then, this is probably like the wrong thing to do. And I'm paraphrasing his comment, so if that wasn't, exactly what it was, like verbatim, then I apologize. But I did want to touch on, like, what I think great is. And, I think great is a combination of things. And I think people often try to, like, put, like, they believe you have to be like one thing and that's it. Like, you have, like, if you think a certain thing is great, you can't think something else is, like, equally as great. And, in terms of photography, people think, like, passion is the number one thing you have to have. And I believe that too. And I think I'm very passionate about it, because if I wasn't passionate, I wouldn't still be doing this. But, like, to believe that passion is the only thing you can thrive off of or push for is false. Like, I can be passionate and still want monetary gain. I can be passionate and still want notoriety. Like, to believe that you have to be like one thing or nothing is false. Like, I can do this for my own personal passion, my own personal enjoyment, and then still be bummed out when people don't view it. I think the actual creation, like the process of creating, takes passion. But when you upload it for the world to see, you want people to see it. To a certain extent, we create to be seen. And if it was just about passion, I would just take pictures and put them on a hard drive. But I want people to see my work. I want them to enjoy it. I think great is your own self-awareness and your self-belief that you're great. But I also think great is what other people think about you. I think perception is great. I think if you're perceived great, that matters. I don't believe, like, likes and views and subscribers determine who you are as a person. I don't believe it sets your personal value. I believe that I set that. But I do believe that it helps. You look at somebody like Sarah Dietschy, who is doing nothing different on her YouTube channel, but she started off with 4,000 subscribers. She had the same content, the same level of quality, the same personality. And then when she got that push and she made it to that 110,000, doors start opening. I personally don't care about my views. I don't believe my views determine if I suck or not. But the other person does, especially when it's in comparison to somebody who does have the views and the audience. So, I think the days of, like, acting as if that doesn't matter are over. You need to gain followers. You need to have a certain crowd. Now, if your crowd's super small but they're down for you, that's fine too. But you need people to, and subscribers and followers, to showcase to other brands that you have worth, that you're worthy of them partnering with you. And at the end of the day, that's one thing that I want to do. I think what I've done in my short time frame has been great. I think that me building my blog to where it's at has been great. Can it be bigger? Yeah. Do I want it to be bigger? Yeah. And the same thing for this channel. So I hope that answers your question. I guess in a nutshell, I don't know what great is. I just know I'm not there yet. So, and I want to strive to be there. And, you know, I used to think like me doing these kind of rants or where it's like, you know, people didn't like it. My friends would be like, oh, we don't want to hear you put yourself down. We don't want to hear you complain. But like, if I want to complain, then I'm going to complain. If I want to talk about how shitty my day was, then I'll talk about that. If I want to talk about how great it was, then I'll do that too. Because at the end of the day, it's still supposed to be therapy for me. It's supposed to help me with tomorrow. And, you know, this is my documentation of being better tomorrow. You know, it's my documentation of saying, this is where I'm at today, this is where I want to be tomorrow, and then showing you tomorrow. But yeah, I hope that answered the question. I gotta get up super early tomorrow to film another video for you guys, so I'm gonna call it a night. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace. There you go, man.
Appreciate it. So how I use it? I just
Yeah, you just throw it in there. And you got a mic and everything?